We ought to at least talk to these motherfuckers.
I like the idea that the shopkeeper, after you threatened him, came here to the bar to wind down after a hard day of being threatened. And who fucking shows up but you?
Then you walk in and out 10 times.
I'd know those ridiculous goggles anywhere.
I like this part. It's like, one of these days I want there to be an RPG. I don't know if I actually want this, but it'd be fun if there's an RPG where there's like this big tough monster hanging out in a bar, and he like insults you, and you can pick a fight, and it turns out he's actually really tough. Oh wait, shit, this game does that. Calo Nord. Never mind.
Oh, man. Can we never talk about him again?
Flashback.
Calo Nerd.
Another species where it doesn't take super long for them to get through their dialogue. Remember when one of these guys got eaten by a rancor?
Guys that squeal like pigs. So
that was great.
I like to think that Miss Piggy would find this to be incredibly racist.
Watch your tongue, piggies, or rip them out. Is that a dark side thing to say? It seems like that probably should be a dark side thing to say, but...
I mean,
that seems kind of racist, yeah.
It's okay because they're big, dumb, and stupid.
So...
Yeah.
I question your
I never asked that lady about...
moral framework.
Shit. I'm not sure I can trigger these guys to attack me. Maybe I can.
So
I never
really
asked that lady about
to...
her husband getting killed. Oh, by the way, here's the other half of the Bib Fortuna equation in this game.
What?
This is Comad Fortuna. Which is definitely not related to Bib Fortuna in the long forgotten future of Star Wars, who works for Jabba the Hutt on this same fucking planet.
Fortunas were an early hardy breed of settlers.
So why do the men have ugly, super bony faces and the women are basically hot young cheerleaders? Can somebody explain to me?
A development team.
Yeah, I know why. Also, do you have anything that you can towel off his tentacles with? They're glistening at me and making me uncomfortable.
If you just reached forward and started like using a side towel to like rub down his tentacle.
He starts smiling. Oh yeah.
Oh, mental image.
Right, so let's get the fuck out of this place.
Yeah, I've been saying that for about 5 minutes,
and go back
we
in
still haven't killed anybody.
And go in, and go in, and out, and in, and out, and in.
Bastila doesn't want to talk to us anymore. That's okay.
How much do you think you've ditched them? Oh,
Bastila just popped in right behind me.
But now we have a license, so now we're allowed to leave town.
Billin, the memorable character from Star Wars: The Old Republic.
I could have said Fastila, but I did not.
Come on.
I say this only to illustrate that... No, okay, I say this only to illustrate that, despite what people think, I do have lines that I draw.
They're way too far, but you do have some kind of upper limit.
They don't correspond to the lines outlined by the actual, like, laws of being alive in society.
I know you know him. Tell him his wife hopes he enjoys the anniversary.
Oh, we didn't talk to this guy in the hunting lodge.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little something to remember me by.
This is one of those weird morality things where it kind of paints the idea of a jilted wife
understand
fucking murdering her husband is like, whatever,
You know,
he cheated on her, that's
you know,
okay.
For an actual Jedi, this might be a moment
Oh,
to
I'm so
like
glad.
apprehend this
I
woman.
just left him a little mess that he has to take care of. If he's smart,
Who would you
Or, like,
turn her
some
into,
way to talk to her
Zerka?
on-
Yeah, they're all over solving this crime.
Or,
Oh, she murdered
just,
somebody?
like,
Does he work for
talk to
us?
her
No, then we
about
don't care.
morality.
I'll be long gone
Like,
soon
hey,
enough.
listen, you
The
shouldn't
next
be
shuttle
angry.
to
You should have no
anywhere,
hate.
really.
Lashing out against someone violently is not the way. You know, just be a fucking Jedi and not just be like, okay, anniversary gift. This sounds pretty legitimate. I wonder if it's cake pops.
I have to go.
I'm sure you do.
That's what I'm
Like I
saying.
said, when you see him, tell him his wife Marlena says
I'm
hello.
sure you do. I love how she's just talking to whoever comes out the gate. I like to imagine she's just standing there in front of the gate, just waiting for someone to talk to.
Like,
Fuck.
Now
why
that her
did they
husband's
think we would want to listen to this criminal gloat about the murder crime she just set up? And not, what the fuck is wrong with you, Josh?
Stop doing that.
So, to ignore that bit, I thought this was a really cool area. Like, this planet was really cool.
Oh my god,
The
okay,
whole,
before
like,
you
this is
get
the
into this,
widest
Josh,
open-
you are running in a straight line. Why are you weaving the camera back and forth? I thought you were doing that because you were in town. There is absolutely no reason in the universe to be waving your damn camera around. Like, are you stupid? Or do you have some kind of problem? Are you, like, have some kind of neurological disorder?
A small group of sand people,
All of the above.
quote unquote, ambush you.
Oh,
Pop
these
out of
ambushes.
nowhere. Bastil's all like, what's up? I'm not
Hopefully
even
the
gonna
next
pull out my lightsaber.
Sand people often arrive in groups of 3 random jabronis out of nowhere to disguise, through loading screens, disguise the fact that they just popped out of fucking nowhere.
To gank some
Oh, it's a
Jedi
holy warrior.
and a killer robot. This what last sand person is probably thinking, where did I go wrong in life? How did
So
I
I feel
get
like
here?
they
I'm
should.
fighting.
I know that this is impractical, but I feel like they should have given you like speeders or something for this. Because I get that
Well,
they
it's
needed
the
to have
most
these
wide
wide
open
open desert spaces,
planet
but this
in
is
the
just
game.
so painful.
I felt like it kind of served the idea of Tatooine as just like this massive like
Oh.
desert wasteland.
It absolutely serves that idea, but it's also a pain in the asshole.
Doomed.
Also, why does this guy has the voice
That was a
of
great
an
line
old
reading
coot?
right there, dude. We're going with it.
The voice of an old coot in the
Hey
face of a
there, thanks
GQ
for
model.
stopping. I appreciate it. I've been stuck without water
Yeah,
for hours.
I complimented their face
Good.
design earlier, and then they pulled this
You know
on me.
Anchorhead?
A 20-year-old guy with a
Get outta
soul
here.
patch. Hey there, youngster.
I'll bet she does. She's decided I finally worn out my welcome and she's fixed my droids to do her dirty work.
This guy sounds like a stereotypical prospector character from an old West movie.
And this is her husband that... And this is the ladies' man that's been
So I
getting
didn't go
all
into
the
this,
ladies.
but like he will flirt with you if you were a lady back at the cantina. I probably should have done that.
Oh, he also tried to pay you in sex. That's
Oh, and here's the other thing, like, oh, he's a hunter that lets his droids hunt for him, so he's clearly terrible. And we should let him die. We should let him get fucking murdered by his wife.
Something
For
about
the-
me not following
like,
The
her.
game really
With
wants
you-
to paint this guy as non-sympathetic.
I swear
But
I
really,
saw
you could
something.
show up here with T3 and HK, and you're gonna judge him
I'm
for
the
letting his
victim here.
robots do his
I'm not
killing
sure
for
how divorce
him.
works where you're from, but
Yeah.
it's a little extreme, don't you think? The wife put a kink in my back.
Well, here's a chance for some
Sort of
easy light
car
side
show.
points.
And if I move from this spot, they're threatening to blow up. She knew I wouldn't know how to fix them. Could you try to do some repairs? They don't
Yeah, like,
care
you know,
if
I'm sympathetic
It's just
to
me
her
who's stuck.
grievances in
I
this
say
marriage, but on the other hand,
Heartless for
This is
Thanks,
murder.
Bastila. You're totally not dark
what
side.
the fuck?
Commentary. I say we blast the meat bag and save you the trouble, Master.
What's with all the droids lately?
So
It's
you're
weird to
finding
say
yourself
that
the voice of
Bastila and
reason here.
HK47 are in agreement.
Except for the Master, of course.
I'd,
It's
really
like, you know,
appreciate a bit
for
of help.
once your companions are like, no, frag this motherfucker.
See what I
This
mean,
guy,
though?
of everybody, this is the one.
How many
This is
other
where
times-
she's going to draw the line.
How many other times would you have wanted this to happen? And how many other dialogues would you have loved for Carthan and Bastila to be like, you know what, let's kill this guy.
Oh, and,
But it's this one.
You know what?
this one they
screw it.
decide.
Let's treat ourselves.
So here we have some very early BioWare style puzzles.
Having fun
Yeah.
on the dunes, Tanis?
They don't make
I
them
made
like
sure
this
you
anymore.
would. Here's the deal. Your precious droids have trapped you. They'll hold you until you die of thirst. Make a mistake while repairing them.
I like how she
they
set this
explode.
up so it would go off
Have a
like
good death.
100 feet
My
from
mother
Anchorhead.
warned you.
You're gonna die of thirst until, I don't know, anyone notices you 100 feet away.
So we can just use repair parts, or we can try manual repair. And some of these are super easy. You're the missing prime data value. Well, only one of these is prime, although one is like sometimes considered a prime number, but obviously 7.
Well, let's discuss that. That sounds like a really interesting avenue of like, sort of
Spend the rest of the
dialogue
episode.
for us to have here.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways you can prove out prime numbers. So
And then we got
could
some
kind of
logic
explore-
puzzles. So 2 of these are false. So Node 1 reports that Node 2 has failed. Node 2 reports that Node 3 has failed. And
the
Node 3
answer
reports
is-
that Node 2 has failed. So
Okay,
both of them are
so
false.
my logical, like, sort of reasoning here, how I approach this question is, you've got 30 fucking repair parts, Josh.
I love
No.
puzzles. I always did this puzzle because I
We're gonna
love
do the
puzzles like
puzzles.
this so much.
So Node 1 reports that Node 2 has failed. Node 2 reports that Node 3 has failed. Node 3 reports that Node 2 has failed. 2 are definitely false. So that would be Node 1 and Node 3 because Node 2 is reporting accurately that Node 3 has failed. So done with that.
If you get one of these wrong, does he die? Do you
It
die?
blows
Does
up.
everyone die?
If you get 2 of them wrong, he dies. One blows
Slime
up but
ball
doesn't
must
kill
die
him.
subscript. I really hope it reads off
I love
all of
that.
its processes while it's booting up. Like booting, targeting, booting,
And then you have
GeoBuddy,
shit
booting,
like
slime ball must die.
this.
What was that? Booting, GeoBuddy.
I have no idea what the
Thought it-
fuck
okay.
the answer to this one is.
I think the answer is you've got
when in
30
doubt,
fucking
pick C.
repair parts.
I think
Can't
C
even
I
read
picked
it on the
last
stream.
time. Let's do this one. Oh. So yeah, so if that happens again, he'll die. Oh no. Okay, cell drain must not exceed total. This is like
Christ.
7th grade math word problems. Different motivators measure the same total energy pool as either 300 small pulses or 180 large pulses. The upper motivator is used 100 small pulses. How many large pulses are left in the remaining fraction? So, 300 to 180,
Wait, hold on. Wait, 120 minus... Okay. 30 carried the... Oh, okay, it's 30 fucking repair parts, Josh!
I gotta say, I think Rutskarn's got the numbers right.
So
on
it's 300 small pulses, 180 large pulses. So 1/3 of 300 is 100, which is 100 small pulses. 1/3 of 180 is 60. So 120. Allocate 120 large pulses. The end.
That was unpleasant. Thanks for your
Yeah,
help.
especially that part where the
Hey,
droid
man.
blew up because I don't know how to fucking do that one question.
Now,
I love
And
that the
because you
explosion
wanted
went off
to
and he
forge
didn't move.
let's see to your reward. We'll,
He stayed in the same spot like a champ.
yeah.
Yep, let's have sex right now.
You never asked me
right here on the sand while my droids and my friend Bastila
I
watch.
insist.
Especially while Bastila is watching.
Thanks again. I doubt any of those uptight hunters would have
No,
helped me.
Bastila, you're not allowed to
Quite.
turn around. You watch this.
Heading back to
You
the
what?
shop.
You're missing. This is what you're missing out on. Is this?
Let's go get on the shuttle your wife is on and then have sex in front of her.
You know, sometimes I give myself credit. I like to think that I would be angrier if
Did
my
that
wife
not give
tried
me
to
light
kill
side points? I don't think that gave me light side points. What the fuck was the point of that?
Yeah, that was weird.
You might have gotten light side points if you had killed him.
So this is the part where the game just turns into one of the like. Open
Okay,
world
yeah,
Final
this is
Fantasy
only this
titles.
area though. The other two areas you don't have like. I was gonna say stormtroopers, and I realized that's not right.
This actually
the other two
reminds
parts
me
you
of nothing
don't
so
have.
much
Major
right
tactic.
now of- This reminds me of nothing more than Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne's like open world area, where you just wander around and occasionally have to fight like a shitty phoenix or something.
These guys with their gaffy sticks are like, we can totally take these Jedi. No, seriously.
They don't even know.
No,
Do they know what Jedi are? There's a backstory that Jedi once
Well,
came
they-
here to try to
I
negotiate,
think
but they
that-
kind of fucked up and died, so...
I think they're intelligent enough to know that lightsabers beat gaffy sticks. I think they should be able to wrap their heads around that concept.
Yeah, but they're too enthralled with the idea of finally taking off those stupid headphones and smashing them into the ground. Like, I'd like to imagine that's what any villain is doing to stop you. Those are their motivation. It's
So,
not
do
some,
No, like, just
some
cannot stand
deep
your headset.
Do you think it was
reasoning.
difficult for them?
It's the stupid
Oh,
headphones.
yes! And
you
this
think it
is
was
the
difficult
minor
for them?
captain that hails from the wonderful continent of Tatooine, Scotland.
Space Scotland. Josh, get it right. Jeez.
Sorry, Ruskar, you were saying something.
Yeah, I was saying, do you think it was difficult for the Sand People to get a shipment of fucking Cortosis?
Yeah, sure, why not? You know, they probably stole it from Zerka, who really needed Cortosis for reasons that are inexplicable. Don't bear even thinking about it.
Are you
Swear to
kidding?
God.
Probably some of the wildlife just has Cortosis shells.
That's
Anchorhead's most popular smoothie flavors: lemon lime, Cortosis weed, strawberry.
Oh. Hey, look, more. Oh, we should probably heal up before we go out there. Vastila, pop your heal!
I'm gonna do it.
Ready.
Alright,
I'm here.
we did it.
Ready? Oh, I love that HK bark that he gives. Oh, that makes me so happy. He just... His
also have
delivery
energy
is so
shields.
beautiful. His delivery is so wonderful because he always sounds like he's smiling. He just sounds so happy to be out here killing people. It's just wonderful. Also, I
more
remember
sand
the
people.
sand people having really good loot in a
They
profitable
don't.
sense.
You're wrong.
They- Really? I thought
They
were killing
don't.
out
They barely
rich
drop
out
any loot
killing
ever. You'd think I'd be able to take these robes.
At least
But
we're
no,
getting a bunch of
you have to
gaffy
kill
sticks that you
specific
can trade
ones.
for profit, right?
Maybe that's it. I just remember Tatooine being profitable for some reason.
Okay, the raid plates you get from the raid guys are super good for making money if you go to Yavin and sell them. But these guys didn't even drop any loot. Are we
You guys
done?
got any Pazak cards?
I don't think we'll try
Maybe they'll drop some loot if you just spin around like 6 more times.
It's about time
Dude,
they drop-
Wow,
Anchorhead
shaking
is
the
like 300 feet that way. What are you even doing out here?
Well,
So this
got a
is
lot
like
of
some
work ahead of you.
proto-bloom
Do you
effects
know
they
about
got
that
going on
enclave
these
in the
phases.
south? Don't even try to go near it. They've taken all
They just put the bloom effect on the texture. They'll just put this big old white spot on his face, and that looks like bloom, right?
This guy's never gonna leave the
They do
shadow
like the
of his
Captain Kirk
walker,
lighting.
sure.
Just that they attack everything on sight. Well, I suppose they don't attack each other, but any outsider's as good as dead. The company tried to arm us and even set up remote self-powered turrets on the mining route, but that just made things worse. We're not soldiers. They still kill us and then take our weapons off our
Is his next quest line going to be for you to carry him back into town on your...
It's like a fortress now.
Is that where we're
This
leaving?
guy never
So-
shows
How
up
you gonna
again.
break through all of
What
this?
is the political
Me, I'd
relationship
sneak in.
between whatever country this guy's from
Just get back
and
to
Evil
Anchorhead.
Land, where all the stormtroopers and Zerka
Yeah, so
officials
do
are
we.
from?
There's no way we'll repair this thing without getting attacked over and over.
They conquered them / legally absorbed them, depending on how you look at it, like 700 years ago.
Start over. Makes sense to me.
You're acting like you're winning independence from our empire is like we're a bunch of evil people or something like that. I don't see where you're getting this from.
Boy, these
I
guys
Again?
wish the first part of that didn't play every single time.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Hi, Sand People.
What?
Why do we
possible
wish that
reason-
didn't happen constantly?
Well,
Let's
no,
be
why
honest,
does it
quick,
keep
says
attacking you?
Bastila. Yeah, good plan.
Because, I don't know, we're trespassers and they're Sand People and that's what they do.
I feel like their resources would be more devoted to, like, I don't know, like blowing up the town somehow, acquiring munitions, not running up
Hi,
and attacking
Bastila.
every
Thanks for dying.
traveler with light sword and lightning that they can shoot out of their hands. I would stay away
Stop.
from that threat.
No! Stop
Two thumbs
that!
up, Bastila. That was extremely quick. You were
Yes.
setting a speed run for taking a nap and getting a sunburn.
Ready.
What?
Something that's annoying about droids is they don't get healed by force powers, so... It's a
How
good thing HK doesn't have
unrealistic.
melee weapons, I guess.
What can I do?
Acknowledgement.
Why does
Oh.
this game just let you recruit
HK!
Why doesn't this game
Let's
just let you
get rid of
recruit a
these
bunch of Dark
mines.
Jedi? That's what I want to know.
Well, we already
What?
That's the
recruited
thing.
one. Basila's right.
In this,
Do we not succeed at that?
well, that's the thing is in this
Oh,
game,
skills
if
are
you
low.
want to have play an evil character, you have to. You're pretty much limited to Canderous and HK.
Help!
I guess like maybe Jolie doesn't protest too loud.
die under here, please! Please help!
Oh, look at these speeders, man.
3,
yeah.
2,
Is she under that rubble pile?
Why would it have a countdown? Why would it vocally state a countdown before exploding?
Oh,
on the
right, it's a
trap?
booby trap. Wow, I was fooled. I'm
Why
stupid.
would it do that?
Well, no, the 3, 2, 1 is part of the act. It's supposed to make you think that there's somebody trapped under there.
I told you they were
Counting
big,
a
dumb, and stupid.
countdown.
Who's counting? Well, I mean, they have to
Does
come
it-
up with.
Doesn't everyone
actually-
count down to their death?
You know what? You're not giving them enough credit, Josh. You know, they're Gamorreans. It's not like they could record that shit. They had to, like, go find a voice actor.
You're right. Kill them all.
And they're like,
Seriously,
say
why
something
would you
that'll make
persuade
somebody
these guys
turn
to
it
not
over.
kill you? They're gonna kill everyone else that comes around here.
I know. I always thought that was a weird choice. Like, this is the right thing to do.